We are back with our regular report from the Better Business Bureau with Jacqueline Schendel. And they never stop, do they?
They really
scams
don't.
of some sort all the time.
Probably would put me out of a job if they stopped, but wouldn't that be a good thing?
That would be a good thing.
Actually, I do more than just handle this, but it is true that they're constantly thinking up of ways to get money from you illegally, okay? You've just got to be aware of that. And right now, because of all the political things that are going on and everything, and pollsters are calling you to try to get information or for you to fill out a survey or complete a survey or something, people have figured out a way to kind of get into that and contact you. Also, I want to point out that even if you're not on the if you are on the do not call list, it does not prevent the political pollsters from contacting you. Okay, so you are still going to get those calls. Okay, it's not going to have anything to do with the fact that I put myself on that do not call list. So you're not immune to it, okay, first of all, let me put that out. But also, they're calling and they're pretty much, trying to get maybe personal information from you, make sure that you're registered. That's one of their ploys. Are you registered to vote? Well, I'll need your social security number, that sort of thing. Well, you don't ever give out that information, okay, because you just don't ever give out your social security number unless you absolutely have to. And I know nowadays, somebody I was sitting next to the other day said, I hate giving out my social security number, and on a form that we were filling out, we had to put it down there. Sometimes you have to, but you don't have to do it to anybody over the phone. That's for sure. Okay, so understand that. They're also maybe promising you a prize at the end of it. If you take this poll, we're going to talk to you about giving you a prize, and maybe it's some free trip or something, so take this survey and everything, and at the end we'll transfer you to a different phone line, and then you can give them information, and the prize isn't free, it's going to end up costing you money, so it's just, that was a scam. That was a way of trying to get you enticed into taking a trip and paying for this free trip. So beware of the travel package because it's not free. The operator may ask you to make a donation to a specific political party or a political action committee. And I know personally, since I'm gone during the day, sometimes I come home and there's these recorded messages, of course, and one of them was, it started out with Donald Trump's voice, okay, Make America Great Again, I forget exactly what it was, and then it switches to a recorded message, and it says, now's the time, and it gives all this stuff about how we need to try to protect America, and we need to maybe make a contribution, and it makes it sound like this is something that Donald Trump is doing. But at the very end of the speech, it says this was sponsored by some political action group or something. So even if I made that donation, it wouldn't have been directly to Donald Trump if that's what I had wanted to do.
Right.
It was not directly towards him. It was some political action group that I don't necessarily want to support them.
And you really don't know who they are.
No. So it's very deceiving, because it sounded like, Donald Trump's calling, and, I knew it was recorded, but, wants me to make a donation. And then at the very end, you realize, no, it isn't Donald Trump. So you've got to be very, very careful now of the way that people approach you on the phone and talk to you. And, we've all got to be very savvy. We've got to be very educated, and that's why I'm here. I'm trying to give you some tools to fight this. So legitimate polling companies will never offer prizes for participating in a telephone survey. Also, legitimate polling companies should never ask for your social security number or your credit card. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And if you'd like to give to a political campaign or a charity, find the contact information yourself, and don't give financial information to any unsolicited caller. Requesting a callback number is no guarantee that you're actually going to be calling the right party. Okay, right. They're just going to give you some, other bogus number. So if you really want to donate to a candidate's website, you can call or visit the candidate's website to get that information, okay? Look it up on the internet. that's how you can find out whether or not that's actually the candidate, and then you can make a choice whether you want to donate or not. And of course, if you need to be sure to research any organization that does political or any other kind of fundraising and soliciting, and you can start by going to www.bbb.org. Yeah, and I've talked about this every single time I've come on lately about the IRS scam, but I want to make sure there are people still that are calling our Huntsville office, calling the Decatur's offices, all the different offices, and reporting that the IRS is contacting them. There are people still out there that don't understand that this is a scam. So I just want to remind everybody, please, if you get a phone call or an email, they're emailing now, from the IRS, and they're threatening to come and put you in jail because you owe on back taxes, and they want you to send a prepaid card, okay, rather than a check or a money order. It is bogus, because the IRS is not going to call you on the phone or send you an email. They are going to send you a letter if you really owe. And a lot of times I think you know whether or not you owe. Now, the way they say it, they say, oh, well, you violated such and such a code and you didn't pay such and such, and even though you've paid your taxes, they're making it sound like there's something else out there that you forgot to do or whatever. But just be aware that that is a big fat scam. Hang up. Just hang up or delete it off your email if you get one from the email, because it's not legit. And they are really making lots of money on that IRS scam, and it is still going on today.
Two things you should never give out over the phone: Social Security number, credit card numbers.
Exactly.
It's just not safe.
No, it really
Not at
isn't.
all.
No. And I know that we order things over the phone, but if you have contacted this company because
Yeah,
you
if
have
you're
a
originating
catalog
a
or,
call,
something
different.
like that, that's different.
Uh-huh.
And they still shouldn't need your Social Security number, but
No.
they'll probably get your credit card number. But that's something you solicited. You know who you're calling. You want that product, so you are willing to give them the credit card number. But somebody that just calls you on the phone for whatever reason, even if they say that they are your credit card company, they have your number. They don't need you to give it to them. They have it.
Right.
So,
Good information. Thank you, Jacqueline.
thank you.